your mind when you think this person should be your successor or should be the one after you, but God chooses somebody from nowhere with no background, with nothing, and says this is the person because they flow in the same frequency with that person in the spirit. I hear what I'm saying? Okay, so here we are. That's for Moses. Elijah had Elisha for a very short season, and they were all firebrands. They separated from society most of the time at the backside of the wilderness, and no one can share with their call. But the two of them, they related together, and they had a relationship, strong relationship with God. It goes on. We can talk about same Elijah and Gehazi, and what happened. We saw one because there's Michael, one because there's Michael and the rest, but the fifth one was there, and his duty was what always to sing praises, to praise the Lord, and before the presence of the Lord. But his ministry came to an end the day evil was found in him. Now let's concentrate not even on the cherubims, but the seraphims. Now the glory, Bible says God is a consuming fire, and so there is such an intense fire that comes from his presence, a consuming fire, consuming effect of that fire. If you go close, because of his holiness, if you go close to that fire, you get incinerated. The word there is incinerated. You become, your bones and your ashes become, I don't know what word to use again after ash. Yeah. It will burn you into ashes. And it is the seraphims of glory behind God who radiate that glory. They make God shine like that. And so if you see him, the effect of the rays of the glory that they put across, at times it comes in many forms, many colors that words cannot express. Like yellow, like red, like white, like emerald, and all those. People who have seen the glory could not describe it because it's way beyond, undescribable. And it's coming from the cherubims of glory. They protect God. They protect him, the throne and his presence. And by the release of the fire that comes from them, anything unclean that comes close is burnt at once into ashes. So they that see the presence of the Lord, they say he is a consuming fire. And so he is a fire underneath. But then what is visible for people to see is the flame that we see. And it's for just the visible manifestation of fire that is being burned. And so in the book of Obadiah, that is 1, and then the 18th verse, Bible says, and the house of Jacob shall be fire. And so that is the source. Talking about the covenant that God has with Israel. And another name for Israel is Jacob. And so the house of Jacob, that is Israel, shall be what? Fire. And the house of Joseph shall be the flame. In other words, the fire will be burning within the house, but what people will see outside will come through the genealogy of Joseph. I hear what I'm saying? But the house of Esau, who happens to be their cousins, shall be the fuel or the stubble, and it will be consumed by them. How can one tribe become a prey to another tribe? Because it says, Jacob I love, but Esau I hated. How many of us listen to the reading this morning in the book of Malachi? That is the meaning, because these people choose to be unclean. They choose to be very pervasive. So God now raised another generation that are firebrand, and he said, consume them. Oh, I thought you were going to clap. So can you please read about it? And the house of Jacob shall be fire, and the house of Joseph shall be the flame, and the house of Esau the stubble, that is the wood. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. Go to the next verse, the 19. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess. Oh, time will not permit me. My time is up, but then I would have told you something that has happened between yesterday and today. Now, for some reason, Iran has built itself, some nuclear capabilities. They stole it from Saddam Hussein when America was attacking them on the same basis, that they are actually gathering nuclear, amassing nuclear, power. And so, for some reason, they smuggle it into Iran when America attacked Iraq. And now Iran has become the most dangerous people within the Arab, I would say, league, and they are threatening almost everybody because they have developed intercontinental ballistic missiles and cruise missiles and what have you. And if you know the technology that we are talking about here, it will shock you. It will shock you. What they develop, they release it into the atmosphere, controlled by the satellite, and it will navigate it into any part of the world. It goes up, and then the first part separates, the second part is ignited, the third part is ignited to prepare the thing to any part of the world, and then release the nuclear warhead, and it can destroy massively nations. This is what Iran has built, and they are threatening all the region. But they are not the only people who are nuclear. They have nuclear capabilities. Israel has it. They are quiet. They are using it for generating of electricity power and for other means for humanity. America has it. Other nations have it, but they are quiet. But Iran is threatening because they have become a terrorist group. Now, as at yesterday, my uncle Trump, yesterday he signed a final verdict that Ghanaians should be banned from entering into America. Yesterday evening. So if you want to go to America, now, yesterday. And only yesterday too, their court came out with their verdict that he should be removed. So they have tasked the military to go and remove him as a president. Yeah, only yesterday. The court has given the verdict. Time will not permit us. He tells Israel, I don't want to attack you. And this is why they are like that. You see, I used to have a very good friend, and don't forget where I am. And if I'm working with him, no me a guy ko nle oda ga bi e una no me papa ko hianya salam down kanine the PA wore shorts. He wears shorts and then singlet with his back chested. Then he will be walking like this. They say he was formerly a boxer. She called Naloke, oh hey wow, hey. None guy how many of us know the guy? He was walking around that salam down area. Oh hey, you say, oh hey wow. The way this one will chase you to beat you. And so I don't know. I used to have a friend. You'll be walking with him now. He will say this. He will not say it too. He will say this. And he did it to me on 2 occasions. I got trouble. So anytime he says something, I'll look at him, watch your friends, and what they ask you to. Because evil communication corrupts good manners. He knows that, oh, he will mesmerize you, but he will not do it. He will ask you to say it. Okay, let's go back to the source. So now, as I'm talking to you, Israel has attacked Iran. And they have destroyed Tehran, rough off the capital. And Iran too has replied to Tel Aviv, the capital of Israel. And they have also destroyed things, and they are still, as I'm talking to you, they are still exchanging. Ground forces are there, they are entering. UK is begging, other nations are begging that please come and let's dialogue. But none in fear, they are still doing it. As at yesterday evening, Putin entered into the whole thing. He sent MiG fighters to back Iran against Israel. And so, why am I saying this? If you do that, obviously then you are drawing Israel, America also into the, already they are there, they are waiting. And I said,
holy God deserves a holy offering. So search my